Welcome back to another lesson of Microsoft Excel Essential. This is the last lesson of this specific course. So in this lesson, we're going to learn about index and match. Now, first off, what we have learned in the previous lesson are also individual, index, and match. But in this lesson, we are going to make an advanced, or let's say a drop-down or a dynamical range of data by using index and match. So first thing I'm going to do is start putting in my own data. What I'm going to do is start in number. Let's say I'm going to put in just number. Here I'm going to put in the name. Then I'm going to do is put in a couple of subjects. Graphy. Type in history. I'm going to type history. Then let's say bio. Physics. Okay, so we have it. Now what I'm going to do is put in over here, let's say I'm going to type in subjects. And here I'm going to do is make in my dynamical box. Let's say I need it over here. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 is like perfect. What I'm going to do is box this up. What I'm going to do is make it all center aligned. What I'm going to do is put in the header. Make it bold. There we go. We have it. Do the same thing over here. There we go. So now we have it. I'm going to choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm putting a couple of names. Raise, Omen, Brim, Reina, Phoenix, Neon, ISO, and then let's say I'm going to put in breach. Then I'm going to do is go off the geography. Now what's the score? I'm going to do is type in a couple of numbers. There we go. Do the same thing on this one. I'm going to do the same thing over here. There we go. So we have our data over here, which is also our scores. I'm going to do is make sure to merge them up, keep it center aligned. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is going to be making or using the subjects over here. What I'm going to do is select the subjects. What I'll do is Control C. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is going to be making in a drop-down list over here first. Here I'm going to do is go off the data. And what I'm going to do is going to be clicking on data validation. Click on list. I'm going to select the source, which is going to be the names. Okay. Now press on OK, and there we go. We have the drop-down list. Now I'm going to do is keep it on a specific person. Now we're going to do is start putting in our functions, and how it's going to function up. So first thing I'm going to do is select on the index. Okay, I'm going to start off with the index function, equal index, and then I'm going to do is start putting in the values. Now what is going to be the value? Now first off, select the whole array of data, which is going to start off from over here. Now as I've selected that whole range of data, what you're going to do is you can also anchor the data if you want to, but you can also not, because it is going to select the specific range of data according to your need. Now what you're going to do is select the row number. Okay, so then now the row number is going to be the values. Okay, but what we're going to do is going to be putting in match, the match function. And here in our match function, what we're going to do is select this specific cell. There we go. We have the drop down list. Put in a comma. And then what you're going to do is put in the names, okay? I'm going to select all of the names over here. And after I've put in all of the range, I need the lookup array. So the lookup array is going to be also our specific cell. You can put in first off 0, okay? Put in a comma and then 0. And there we go. We have it. Close the parentheses. And then you have to put in another comma. The first thing you have to learn about is locking up that specific cell. Okay, I'm going to do is lock up those specific cells. F4, and there we go. We have locked up that value. I'm going to go out after the bracket, and then you have to put in more match functions. Then you're going to do is put in more match function over here. I'm going to type in match. And as I've put in match, then you have to select this specific cell, which is K6, okay? K6. And then what you're going to do is select the number, or let's say select the range over here. We have the lookup array or the lookup value. Then I'm going to do is select all of these, then put in comma and then 0. And make sure to log those values too. I'm going to do is press in no, press in OK, lock up that value, F4. And after that, what you're going to do is close up the parentheses, put in another comma, or let's say put in another bracket. Hit on enter, and you can see this is how it will work. You can do the same thing over here, and it will say NA error because now it is going to be using the next one. What I'm going to do is take on this value. Now, if you change that value, it will change. I'm going to do is select the whole function over here, Control C. I'm going to do the same thing over here, and I'm going to do is select that specific cell, Control V. And here, as we used K6, I'm going to do is put in, let's say K, and I'm going to do is K7. Hit on enter, and there we go. We have it. Control V, K8. There we go. And this one is going to be Control V and K9. Hit on enter. There we go. We have the values. Now I'm just going to do is change the values, and you can see all of them will change at the same time. So this is basically how you use the index and match function at the same time to get the values all at once. Let's say most of the time used in, results and stuff. You can see when people make a mark sheet and they want all the values at the same time, they use this specific function. But one thing about this is that you cannot use the fill header and get the results of each and every one. So make sure to use it according to your desire. And this is basically how it will work. So thank you for watching this course or this video up till from the beginning to the end. And hope to see you in my next course of Microsoft Excel Advanced. And we also have a couple of class projects which you'll be able to participate so that you can practice on the subject or practice on whatever you have to learn in the specific course. So till then, stay well, and thank you for watching this video.